It was textiles that launched the Industrial Revolution. It was textiles that launched multinationals. Textiles are a commodity that have had a much longer distance appeal from the ancient world onwards. Until the middle of the last century, the weaving was done for purely local consumption, for a dowry for your daughter and that sort of thing. But these were produced when the fabric of Afghan society was torn apart in the civil war and the war of occupation, and starting in the 80s, but going on until, well, now I suppose you could say. And weavers, they lost their livelihood, they were desperate to find some way to make money, and these foreign soldiers turned up with money. If you stand back from this, it does look like an oriental carpet. It's only when you get up close to it that you see it's got some rather unfamiliar things on it. This is obviously a tank. Could be a helicopter. And there's one around here which is particularly good in that regard. This one is a superb piece. I wouldn't want it in my living room, but it's but it really is a collector's item. This is Ahmad Shah Massoud, the man who held out in the Panjshir Valley north of Kabul against the Russians on his own, with his own little army throughout the 80s and then into the 90s, and then was finally assassinated by the Taliban just months before 9/11. Is it protest art? This has been the big question, right? Everybody wants to know that shows that the people here are really against the war or really for the war. And I think they're just trying to sell something. These are soldiers, they must be proud of what they're doing, they'd love to see what they're doing on a carpet, I'll put it on a carpet for them. It's a sort of tourist art, and tourist art tends to be a disparaging way of representing it, but sometimes actually comes out very artistically and very interestingly.